Let me tell you something that's been gnawing at me since I first saw these headlines. Picture this, a region already teetering on the edge of chaos, where every explosion feels like a domino falling. Now imagine a scenario where the US is trying to play both sides of a very dangerous game. That's the Middle East right now, and it's wild how quickly things can spiral. Let's unpack this mess because it's not just about missiles and drones, it's about power, perception, and the absurdity of modern geopolitics. Take the Houthi attacks in Yemen. They're not just random strikes, they're calculated moves in a much bigger chessboard. But here's what's fascinating, the Saudis are saying they won't back down, yet they're also scrambling to form alliances with Turkey and Pakistan. Why? Because the old rules of engagement are crumbling. You can't just bomb your way out of a problem anymore when your neighbors are suddenly collaborating on defense pacts. It's like watching a bunch of adults in a room where everyone's secretly plotting against each other while pretending to be friends. Now, let's talk about Ted Cruz. The man's got a reputation for saying things that make your head spin. His idea to arm Iranian protesters. It's like suggesting you solve a house fire by throwing more gasoline at the walls. Sure, it sounds aggressive, but what's the plan? Are we really ready to fund a civil war in Iran while hoping it collapses? And if it doesn't, what then? We are talking about a regime that's survived decades of sanctions, assassinations, and internal strife. This isn't a game of Monopoly where you can just declare bankruptcy and walk away. Then there's Trump. The man's got a way of making everything sound like a victory speech, even when the details are sketchy. He's denying munitions shortages, but let's be real, when he says, "We have unlimited supply," does anyone actually believe him? It's like when he claims the economy is the best it's ever been, while gas prices are through the roof. And his comments about the Strait of Hormuz being sort of open? That's the kind of vagueness that makes diplomats cringe. You can't just say, sort of open, when billions of dollars in oil are at stake. It's like telling a pilot, the runway is mostly clear, before takeoff. But here's the kicker, Iran and Oman are allegedly close to a deal for the Strait of Hormuz. On paper, it sounds like a win-win. But let's not forget, this isn't about cooperation, it's about control. If Iran gets to dictate terms for ships passing through, that's not just a logistical headache, it's a power play. And yet, Trump's team is still trying to spin it as a victory. It's almost comical how the same people who once called Iran the axis of evil are now negotiating with them like their business partners. And don't even get me started on the irony of Iran's parliament speaker mocking Trump for his theater diplomacy. It's like watching a toddler throw a tantrum while the adults try to negotiate. But the real question is, why does Trump keep playing this game? Is it because he genuinely believes in the art of the deal, or is it because he's terrified of looking weak in front of his base? Either way, it's a recipe for disaster when you're dealing with a regime that's not exactly known for its patience. So what does all this mean? It means we're in for a long, messy ride. The Middle East is a powder keg, and every player is trying to light a match without getting burned. But here's the thing, no one's really winning. The Houthis are fighting for survival, the Saudis are trying to hold their ground, and the US is stuck in a loop of half-baked strategies and empty promises. And as for the rest of us, we're just watching the fireworks and hoping nobody gets too close to the flame. What do you think? Are we headed for another war, or is there a way out of this madness?